Eric Muadith, Muadith.com. Let's take a look at RSI levels that are critical in a stock's movement. And they are the 5 RSI levels that we talk about: 69.1, 61.8, 50, 38.2, and 30.9. Now, generally speaking, if you understand these numbers, sometimes it does help, or it's good to know where your stock is trading in relation to these RSI levels. And to keep this video brief, let's go to the chart example that I have right now, and it is all data for a chart example here. And on the monthly, let's go to those critical RSI levels. First and foremost, we see here that the stock has never traded below 30.9. Okay, so that takes care of that number. Let's take a look at the other level, which is at 38.2. So we'll just draw a number. For example, you can see that there was a breakout here. This breakout began at about 38.2 on the monthly RSI, which corresponds with this RSI movement and this price entry for a very nice move of all 9 lows. And down the road, we can draw another line here. This number, or this line here, happens to be again at 38.2. And you can see that the stock responded by coming below the green line, or the 38.2 level, with uniform activity below that number and back above it for a nice re-entry off the lows of late 2011, early 2012. And from then on, the stock has never looked back. It's gone on to record a very strong move to the upside. So there's your 38.2 number. Here we can see that how the stock does respond nicely. For example, you can see that areas where we have uniform activity rejection or support of the stock, you can see here rejection at the 50 RSI level for this rejection here, and of course the stock did go lower. We see here uniform activity support in, let's call it, early 2013 for these lows here, and of course the stock did go on to move higher from there. And also, generally speaking, you can see that the behavior of the stock, for example, when the stock is trading above 50, it tends to be moving higher. When it's above 50, you can see that the stock has been responding very well. So there's your 50 level. And also when it's trading below 50 on the monthly, for example, during this period, you can see that the stock drifts lower. And this period here, the stock does drift lower. Now the other number is of course 61.8. And here what we're going to do is draw a number at 61.8, and you can see how this plays in the current market environment. Breakouts above 61.8, for example, here, you can see that they do lead to a nice move in the stock. After that move above 61.8, the stock went higher. It broke down below 61.8 here and subsequently dropped, as you can see. And we can see also that recently it moved back above that level, this breakout here, for this nice entry. And of course the stock went on a nice major run. And now here, most recently, the stock is coming and finding support at the 61.8 level. So we can see that if the stock does hold around current levels, then at this current price range, the stock could actually eventually bounce. So that's your 61.8 level consideration. And then the last one, of course, is the 69.1. And here I'm going to simplify this by again taking a look at the example here, where we see that when the stock moves above 69.1, for example here, which is this time period and price range, it went higher. It gave a sell signal, again simplifying here. Once it moved below 69.1, it went lower. It would recapture that 69.1 level again here during this period, and of course the stock stayed above that general area until a price range here of about 750 to 800. So by understanding what happens when stocks move below and above the critical levels that I'm discussing here of 30.9, 38.2, 50, and then again 61.8 and 69.1, it does give you some insight into what to expect generally in the stock's direction. Of course, I'm oversimplifying this, but in the description I'm going to add the video link to the explanation where we get all this RSI level and where the numbers come from. The numbers come from this Fibonacci constant of 1.618. Eric Muadh, Muadh.com. Good luck. Hey. Peace and blessings. I am out. Woo! Woo! Woo!